Hi, boys and girls. Welcome to another reading lesson today. So I am joined with my friend Courage, and I'm also here with my friend Husky, and he wants to give you such a big shout out for working so hard and being so independent during our distance learning adventure. He says, woof, woof, woofity woof. And in dog, that means you are so awesome. Is that right? He says yes. So let's get to our nonfiction story today. Last time you might have remembered that we read a baby penguin story. Well, the same author, her name is Martha E.H. Rustad, she wrote another story on baby ducks. So today's story is another nonfiction story. Remember, nonfiction stories give us true information about real things, real people, real places, and real animals. This is a baby duck story. Okay, and on the back it says, pick and preen, fluffy feathers fall out, sleek feathers grow in. What's it like for ducklings to grow up? So please be wondering about that question as we are reading. At the very end, I'm going to be asking you, what do you still wonder about baby ducklings and how they grow up? Because good readers, we keep thinking about the information that we've learned even after a story has finished. I'll also be asking you, what did you think that was similar and or different about both of these two nonfiction texts? Okay, and as always, I'm going to be pausing just a couple of times as we read so that you get a chance to think about what new things, what new facts that you're learning about the story. Okay, let's get started. A baby duck story. A mother duck sits and sits. Her eggs stay warm in her nest. Crack, crack! That egg has a tiny hole. Now another and another. There she is with her hatching eggs. One by one, tiny ducklings push out using an egg tooth. Brrr, they're wet and cold, but duckling feathers dry and fluff up quickly. Okay. An egg tooth is a sharp bump on the tip of a duckling's bill. It goes away when they grow a little older. Let's go! Mother duck waddles from her nest. Follow in a line. Keep up, don't get lost. Let's take a second and pause and think. What did you just learn about how the mother duck takes care of her ducklings? So as you're thinking, I'm going to flip back to a couple of pages to help you form an idea. Once you have your idea, please share out loud with somebody around you. All right, and right before we move on, you might have said something like, oh, mother duckling takes care of her ducklings by keeping them in order and together so they're safe and protected. She keeps them warm by sitting on their eggs so that they can hatch. Moving on, jump right in, splash, paddle around the pond. Move those webbed feet to swim. Hop out, and it's a little bit blurry. Hold on just a second. There we go. Hop out and shake off that water. Cuddle close to mom. Oil from her feathers rub off on us. Quack, quack, cheep! I'm hungry. How about you? Grab food with your bill. Watch out! That fox just tried to eat you. Mom hissed and quacked, quack, 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 and chased it off. She keeps us safe. Let's pause another second and think, what did you just learn about how this mother duck protects her ducklings? I'm flipping back through some pages to help you get your idea, and please be sure to share out with somebody out loud. Use the pictures to help you. Alright, one thing you could have said is that mother duckling teaches her ducklings how to be safe and not get in the way of foxes. She teaches them to use their bills to look for food. And she teaches them to do things like swim. Last part. Let's play and chase. We're growing bigger every day. Pick and preen. Fluffy feathers fall out. Sleek. That means smooth and shiny. Feathers grow in. Use your bill to spread oil over them. Today's the day. I'll fledge and fly. Fledge means grow feathers big enough for flying. Goodbye, Mom. Goodbye, brothers and sisters. I'm on my own. The end. Oh, and here at the very end, check it out. This is a text feature called a glossary, where we see vocabulary words and their definitions by them. So a definition that you might have heard is, let's look at the word waddle. That means to walk with short steps while moving from side to side like a duck waddles. Let's look at one more text feature that I've talked about before. This is called an index. And what an index is that it lists all of these topics, all of these words, and there are page numbers besides the topics. So you can go back to a topic that we read about in the story to reread it. So we can reread about food on page 12. Let's just go back and see what it said on page 12 about ducks and food. Here's the picture. Quack, quack, cheep, I'm hungry. How about you? Grab food with your bill. This is the part where we learned about how ducks use their bills to find food. All right, my friends, that was the very end of the story. And now I want to ask you, what are you still wondering or curious about baby ducks and how they grow up? So if you would like to share about what you're still curious about, I would love for you to comment in our Google Classroom. Also, you can write a story about it in your writing journal. Another thing that you can do is find another book like on getepic.com about baby ducks and learn more about baby animals and about how they grow up. Last thing is, now that we've read a baby duck story, and last time we read a baby penguin story, what do you notice that's similar and different about these books? Pause and think. So something that was the same is that both of these texts, well, they're by the same author, and they're both about baby animals and how they grow up. And something that's different is about these that these books are about different baby animals. One was about baby ducklings and the other was about baby penguins. Remember that good readers, they compare different texts to see how they're similar and different, and they keep wondering about a story even after a story is done so that they can grow their brains. Thank you for growing your brain today with me, Miss G, and with our friend Courage and with our friend Husky. Thank you for tuning in, and see you next time on our distance learning adventure together. Bye. Good job. Bye.